team. There's people that get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube every day. They can make them, their followers their team. Whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They put out their message, and they put out a message that connects with them on a consistent basis. You're gonna build a relationship with your audience. You're gonna be able to get them to do whatever you want them to do.
I feel like everybody
Because they look at you, they hold you up.
Things.
I feel like everybody has the platform, but nobody has.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Conversation with the Culture, the #1 podcast in the 757. I am speaking it into existence. Episode 16. I'm your host, the Prince Clay.
It's Jack.
It's Ra.
And today we have one special guest joining us today. So without further ado,
Young Stelo, the smoothest nigga alive, the new Denzel.
Okay.
I'm from Portsmouth, Chesapeake. Born in Portsmouth, grew up in Chesapeake. From the 757.
757.
That's
Come on,
it.
come on.
Yeah, so that's it.
Now, so there's supposed to be another special guest here today, but you know what I'm saying, he all the way to H-Town. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different. You got the host, the co-host, and the special guest. So we'll do a mental checkup. You already know how that go. Come on, talk to us.
So, life's good so far. As I said last episode, you know, it's 2024 now, so it's time to get to the goals. School has been going good so far, and I take my finals next week.
What are you going to school for?
Nursing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's big.
So once I'm out the Navy, hold on, I'm trying to clap for myself. So once I'm out the Navy, clapping for me, I'm gonna have a degree. Okay.
Great.
Bachelor's. Sorry.
I see that. Happy New Year's. I actually had duty on New Year's Eve, so I really didn't bring it.
I was in New York. Guess what? The ball broke.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know what to say for that though. Is it gonna be like that? Or not for me, but that's crazy though. So I brought in New Year's on the boat, and I got sick like on the 2nd. So I'm still kind of recovered. So other than that, I'm good, blessed, ready to knock out my goals.
Man, you always sick. You need something.
I'm saying he needed some
Immunity
emergency.
It's crazy how
Some
it's crazy how babies could just like
Some elderberry.
they get sick.
Fucking,
Babies get sick and they just back to normal.
that's
It's
what you
like-
is, baby. You always getting sick.
That's crazy though, because you know people that's on the boat, they got usually a better immune system on the boat. Yeah. I was sick for like 2 days. I'm cool now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so for me, it's going pretty well. Like, you know, turning into 2024, it's like, you know, any progression is good. So I started going to the gym again, you know what I'm saying, just to clear my head, you know what I'm saying. But when I get big, don't touch me, bro.
wait. Y'all see my outfit? This nigga trying to bash me.
You gonna be like me. Go to the past episodes when I had this on.
He trying to bash me.
But yeah, you trying to stay positive this year, you know what I'm saying? Move correctly, and just get to the bag, you know what I'm saying? So for this week, it's been going kind of good, you know what I'm saying? Clear my head, my mental is good, yeah. So.
Okay.
About me, everything been good with me. This is my 11th day on a grape fast, so all I'm eating is grapes. All I'm doing is juicing grapes, and you know, taking herbs and stuff.
This is
I did the juicing thing. I don't know about no grapes.
Yeah, all grapes.
Oof.
Yeah, mostly the red grapes, but sometimes the green grapes.
How is that though?
It's hard. It's definitely hard. The only hard part, because I've been on juice since like July.
Okay.
You've been just juicing since July.
For the
I couldn't
most-
even last 2 weeks.
For the most part. For the most part.
Yeah.
You know, I got my days here and there. I haven't went to anything like crazy, like you know, eating meat or anything like that. But for the most part, since July, I've been on straight juice, and you know, it's hard. The hardest part about it is not having the juice when you want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least for me, that's what the hardest part about it. You know, not like having other people eat food around me is not really that hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Because you're so like disciplined and.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I was vegan before this for like 5 months, so you know, and I did fast for like 5 days where I didn't eat or drink anything. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So.
Oh, yeah, ironclad, because I can't do that.
Different. You know
Definitely, for sure. Wait, so how long you gonna be doing it for?
I don't know. It just depends. It just depends.
Because like, so like, is your body like? It's not like breaking down a little bit. Like
no. I got a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel great.
Okay. No, when I definitely know that little juicing thing, it did give me a lot of energy. It suppressed my appetite after a while, but then you know I was around people that was eating it. I'm like, I'm not gonna walk around with a bottle of juice while we going to a restaurant. Like
me when my shit started to cry, like,
like I promise you. And that was the worst time though. Like we started going like out to sea. So I was like, I can't be juicing out to sea. What I'm gonna drink.
Yeah, no, that's hard. That's tough.
But
that's tough.
yeah, no. Kudos to you, because I couldn't last
Little
more
song,
than 2
man.
weeks for that.
Alright, ready to get to these topics?
Yeah.
So the first one, those who are watching, the youth being easily influenced. Who wants to start that off?
I started off last week. You know what I'm
What do
saying?
you mean by that?
Alright, so I'm gonna go, right? So me, I'm from Plainfield, New Jersey, right? Projects, hood, if you wanna call it. And in that type of environment, right? Me, you know, I was exposed to, you know, yellow tape, people selling drugs, you know, 12, always patrolling the neighborhood 24/7, right? And at that young age, I'm like, damn, okay, what's going on? And I just started, you know, basically like picking up everything. I'm like, all right, you know, I might want to ask some questions. This is my lifestyle. This is what is around me, right? And you know, when you're a kid, you see, you know, older people doing things, they easily, you know, attach to it.
Yeah.
I want to do this, I want to do that. And it kind of sucks to see, like, those young kids, you know, follow those people's footsteps, right? Because we want to be able to see our youth, you know, grow older, do amazing things, right? Because me growing up, I always heard, yo, the youth is the next generation. But how will they be the next generation if they're not living past the age, you know, of 15, 16, 17, 18, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like my safe space was going to school, you know what I'm saying, because I had those teachers that gave me, you know, words of wisdom. They always looked after me. But most of the other kids, they did have that safe space. But what would happen after they leave that safe space, school, right? Now, it's like they're almost entering another life. You know what I'm saying, even though their favorite teachers are giving them words of, you know, wisdom, now they're outside. They don't have to worry about, you know, reading their books. Now they're worried about, you know, having this rep on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Now they ready to, you know, sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Probably whoop somebody's ass, because in my neighborhood, we used to call them poppies. You know what I'm saying? We used to run up on them. I used to run up on them, but people used to run up on them, knock them out and shit like that. And that's just how it goes. And it kind of sucks. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But again, you're young, so that's
It was cool back then.
Acceptable.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it was
saying?
cool back then.
Flash mobs,
Like, you know, and it just sucks, you know, to see some of the youth that just go left instead of going right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the youth they should be able to be on the right path, but that's just not how the world works, you know.
So,
there's no balance.
Are you saying that as in like, do we think that the youth is definitely?
Oh no, yeah.
So I agree, because you know I'm also from Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Patterson is where I grew up. E-Town.
Shout out
It is
1730.
Y'all heard exactly what you said, right? Like that's a rough neighborhood. Like,
it is.
especially every time you turn around, like he said, the yellow tape. Every time you turn around, so like me, my mother kept me in sports and like kept me in any hobby. So like I was in the church choir.
Yeah.
I was praise dancing. I was playing sports all year round. Yeah. Like there was no time for me to be out in the streets.
They gave you a good distraction instead of a bad distraction.
Only reason that I feel like I'm actually here because it's like a lot of people that I grew up with, right, that I was really close with, they either locked up or in jail. locked up or dead.
Yeah.
Like
Some of them went,
That
you know,
goes
before
Yeah.
they age 18 years old. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
One of my closest friends, his name is Armani. 16, and he wasn't actually like he was never out in the streets unless he was playing ball. Cause you know like in Patterson, we have a lot of parks, right?
We do too. Yeah.
But the parks, they're gang affiliated, right? So like, no matter if you just going out there to ball, you gotta always be on your P's and Q's. So like every time I was outside, I was always on 50. Like I'm always watching my surroundings.
I do that too.
And that's just like to this day, like that's just something that's been engraved in me. Like
When you say gang related, do you mean like actual gangs, or you mean like neighborhoods?
you know, like there's like neighborhood gangs, and there's actual
like we had
gangs.
the Easton and we had the Weston.
Like,
you know?
So like we have neighborhoods, like we got up the hill, down the hill,
Yeah.
but then we also got Bloods, Crips,
Yep.
and some purple thing. I forgot.
That's how it is up there.
I'm not disrespecting nobody gang, but yes. So they got all of that over there, and unfortunately, yeah, he had passed away. There was a drive-by shooting while he's playing basketball at the courts, and yeah, like honestly, and then a lot of people that like were close with him started falling into that, like the whole getting into the streets. They went the opposite way.
It's very easy.
It is. It is. I caught myself a couple times, like hanging out with my cousins and thinking it was cool, like you know, like oh yeah, I was outside with such and such and such, like. But then my mother like broke it down for me, like I started thinking about shit, like that shit really not cool. Because if I go to jail today, damn, my mother told me she's gonna leave me in there.
And it sucks too because you feel like, especially as a young kid growing up in that type of environment, you just be like, damn, should I do this? Or should I do that?
And it's always
is it corny, or is this
exactly,
you know
and it was always like a thought in the back of your mind, like what.
I need this money real quick.
Yes, it would be like you'll be around, like say for instance, I'm around Johnny and me, and then I see Johnny pull out a wad of cash. I'm like, hey bro, like where you get that from? Cause me, I was always like a money hungry kid, like so I'm always trying to find a way to hustle something. So I see Johnny come out with a wad of cash. I'm like, oh, what you doing? And he telling me he passed, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me get up in there. Let me try that. You know, so. I mean, definitely very, they are very easily influenced. That's why I'm glad my mother moved what she did with my little brother because, honestly,
feel you. You know what I'm saying?
So for me, on that standpoint, I think it is too. It's definitely easy, especially like, I mean, for me, it was easy for me, and I still had both parents at home. You know what I'm saying? Just to like, get off the porch to get away from that.
Exactly.
It was like you was like breaking away. You know what I'm saying?
It was like I was an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, cause like me, I'm a real dude. So at the end of the day, I want to see who y'all is as people first. You know what I'm saying? And then I gotta see how y'all move and see how this shit work out here. Like I need the whole rundown, like how it work out here. But at the same time, it's like you said, like it's gangs, it's hood versus hood, it's all this shit to bring us down though. But it's like in a sense like you don't even see that, you don't see that point because you still there. So it's like
it's designed.
Alright, this is where I was created. So
this is
maybe this is it. And you know what I'm saying? You always think that because as a kid, like, you know, you always got these goals and shit. I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a football player. I want to move. I want to buy my mom $1 million house and shit like that. But when you start seeing like all your,
it's like you never see nobody else do it.
All your homies like, your homies getting money or they ass like getting praised. You know what I'm saying? People is like they got rent. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That shit influence us as just men too. In general, like men, we want to be that fucking alpha. You know what I'm saying? We want everything to come to, yo, you got to run this shit through me before it get to, you know what I'm saying? Yada, yada, yada. So, like, when you see it like, oh, this motherfucker just got money. And money is, they say money is power. You know what I'm saying? So, when you see the old head on the block getting all the money, everybody respect him.
That's the OG.
Loyalty, they owe him respect. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, as a kid seeing that, you be like, damn, I want that for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
But
care
then you gotta
about
think
that.
about how they did it. And then you start thinking.
But then as life go on, you start to hear the stories on how they became this and what they did to get there, or how many times they've been to jail, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disclose too much, like some
I get what
stuff.
you're saying.
Like,
you know,
you got the brother that's an athlete, and you got the brother that's a drug dealer.
yeah, boys in the
And
hood.
nine times out of 10, when you watching movies like that, right? You see all the little kids running towards the drug dealer guy, not the one playing sports, because that's the one that everybody making fun of. You feel me? Because they trying to make it out.
That's something I had to really, like, you know, get over. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be me. Like I said on the last episode, I'm gonna be me. I'm not gonna tell nobody. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me how to live my life.
And I think that's a really big thing though, because like I said, this generation, I think that we are more into letting people tell us how we need to live our life, like persuasive per se, like especially like when we had the whole social media talk, like when we see other people and what they're doing, then it's like, oh, kudos to them. Now I'm about to try the same thing. I'm about to try to get into it as well. So, yeah.
What you got?
I believe we need a whole reform of culture.
Reform of culture, okay.
Black culture, because I feel like our culture is fucked up. You know.
Oh, for sure.
We praise the killers, we praise the drug dealers, we praise all the shit that's bad. You know, all the shit that's bad that we praise, and the reform can't be passive. It has to be by force. That's what I believe. We gotta find a way to take over the school systems, find a way to take over the neighborhoods, and this shit can't be passive. This shit can't be like how niggas did it back in the day. It gotta be by force. We gotta come in and say, nigga, get down or lay down, or shit ain't gonna change.
I believe that. I agree.
But at that tone though, I feel like I'm in the culture, bro. At that tone, I think a lot of people, some people, they
take it the wrong way.
Take it the wrong way, and that's when again we start to argue.
But I ain't worried about it for nigga take it the wrong way because it's get down to lay down. You know what I'm saying?
But see,
you can take it the wrong way.
That's
you
the
get
whole
stepped
thing.
on. Like that's how it gotta be if we really want change.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's what they was trying to do when they had that whole riots thing going on. You feel me?
Riots.
And they got taken, but it wasn't. At first, it was peaceful riots. You feel me? It wasn't get down or lay down. They was peaceful with the shit, and then it started switching sides when at the same time when they were being peaceful, they were still getting pushback. So then it became to the point where it was get down or lay down, and it still ain't get nowhere. You feel me? So honestly,
what situation are you talking about exactly?
Like
where it was get down or lay down.
In general, when people, back to the riot situation.
What riots? I'm not sure what you.
So we had major riots back in Jersey, right? Mm-hmm. When there was all the when the Breonna Taylor thing happened, right? Okay. So when that happened, then it went to the George case, right? When all of that happened around at the same time, when we started having these big riots where it was calm at first. People were just walking the streets and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And it would just be peaceful. Like, I remember I caught myself going to a riot. It was peaceful. Nobody was fighting. Nobody was doing anything. And it was people trying to speak out on what other people didn't agree on. So remember that whole Black Lives Matter thing? Mm-hmm. Like, that was a peace. At one point, it was a peaceful protest. It was peaceful. But then it changed over time because people who didn't agree with it started, going at it. Then it caused us to go at it. So then it came to the get down or lay down situation where we're fighting in the streets, we're fighting cops, everybody getting maced, everything just chaotic.
But that's emotional though. That's not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring
how is it emotional?
To be rioting without a proper plan. See, if you really want to change that, you gotta get like back in the day when they had the mob and shit, right? They used to control the presidents. Why? How did they control the presidents? They used to get dirt on the presidents and say, hey, if you blackmail. Mm-hmm. If that's the same thing that they doing to us, why don't we take what they did and do it to them? So say if you gonna lock up one of my homeboys, right? Mm-hmm. But I got blackmail on the officers. I got blackmail on the mayors. I got blackmail on the presidents. You gotta let that nigga out.
But I feel
That's what, you know what I'm saying?
But I feel
that's
that's
what I'm talking
target
about.
on you though.
Yeah.
I don't
No, but when
like,
it's an organization and you got protection and you got security that work with you 24/7, like the Secret Service, then what we gonna do? It's gonna be get down or lay down. And that's and my only thing is, right, if somebody really cared about changing our culture, then that's what it would be.
but I feel like that's the thing. Nobody does.
Nobody really cares.
There's not too many people. It's not too many
Because
people
them
who care.
motherfuckers getting down. That's why.
They gonna
see that money. That shit.
That's
Start
what I'm saying.
speaking their language.
Worried
Alright,
about-
you talking money?
They're on their regular schedule. They're not worried about it hasn't happened. No, you know what I'm saying. If you want change, you're gonna have to be that person to, get out of your comfort zone and take that and initial step.
Yeah.
But again, it's America and
it's not too many people who are.
It's not gonna be a balance, and
So.
we people that want to see that change, we gotta accept the fact that this world isn't gonna be balanced. I know it sucks, but
What do you mean by that?
Like you saying, oh, we need to change as the black culture, but I don't want to use the word never, but it's like people are on their own timing right now. You know what I'm saying? As a collective, we're not gonna come together. And again, I know.
I
disagree.
I agree with that.
I disagree.
We're not gonna come together.
I'm gonna tell you why I agree.
Some of us we all have different. We all have different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
We all have different mindsets, and some of us just want to just.
Some people just want to make their money and go home.
Let me ask you this: do you think all of us need to come together in order to make a change?
I don't feel like it's everybody that needs to come together, but a good majority of people. But see, a lot of people are scared to speak out on things or don't want to speak out on things.
What I'm asking is, right? You got billionaires, like you got the Medici family, you got all these people, the Rockefellers, their lineage, right? Who changed the school systems, changed laws, did all of this shit with money, right? They didn't need a lot of people.
But
they just had the bag.
But
you get what I'm saying?
They had the bag, but that's the thing. A lot of people can't get to that bag. A lot of you saying the black culture as its.
I was using that as one example of how to gain power. You know what I'm saying? There's many ways that you don't necessarily need a large group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you got the guns and you can shoot everybody, this is just an example. This is an example. If you got the guns, you can shoot everybody. It can be 30 niggas. Or it could be 30 niggas against 2. You think they come in against the niggas with the guns? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And
but what's the guns and what would the guns be in your reformed world? Like what would
It's to reform the world with force. Because like y'all said, we not gonna all come together.
Exactly.
And with a strong leader, not everybody gotta come together. You seen the movie 300? With 300 niggas. 300 niggas taking over. You know what I'm saying? With people with real hearts, that's all you need because they gonna figure out a way. Just like a nigga in jail that don't know how to get out or don't know how to cook his food, he gonna take a motherfucking wire out of motherfucking TV. He gonna do all of this shit to figure out how to get out or how to cook his food and shit. Yeah. Because why? Because he's in a desperate situation. So he gonna figure it out.
But I feel like a lot of black people don't feel like they are desperate in a sense because like he said, once they start getting into how to make this money.
Oh yeah.
That's it. It ain't desperate no more. You feel me?
Let's take this.
So
they're followers.
So
let's take this money.
People gonna buy them out.
Let's take this money. Let's go run with it.
Exactly.
We got what we came for.
Exactly.
We got what we came for.
And that's.
I'm taking back to my family.
We don't like what you doing over there. Here's a check.
Yeah, we ain't worried about them.
And that's a problem. That's a problem with the black culture in itself.
They get money and then they just
I completely agree that I feel like there needs to be a change in the way that life is going, the way that our culture is going. But like he said, at the same time, nobody's going to. Now I'm gonna say nobody because there's people who would agree with you.
Yeah.
So a lot of people aren't built to be leaders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of people are gonna want to follow instead. But
in order to lead, you have to follow.
Yes, but how can you do that when there's nobody else that's willing to lead? Say per se cause. Like, so we're saying.
Well, there's a lot of people that's willing to lead, though. I wouldn't say that.
No, but I understand that. But like we said, back to the bag, right? It's just too many. It's too many variables that go into how society in a whole needs to come. Basically, it's gonna all come down to everybody coming together.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that though. I don't think everybody needs
So
to
I feel
come
like
together.
how you gonna run it by yourself though? Like
when you say
team.
everybody,
No, I mean like team wise, like you need a team.
Correct.
In order to pull in
that's
other
not
people.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, not the whole world. I'm not saying the whole
but
world.
you can easily get a team. There's people that get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube every day. They can make them their followers their team. Whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They put out their message, and they put out a message that connects with them on a consistent basis. You're gonna build a relationship with your audience. You're gonna be able to get them to do whatever you want them to do.
I feel like
Because
everybody
they
has
look at you, they hold you up like this.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has the platform, but nobody has
But
the purpose.
soon as
Yeah.
somebody
The
get the
purpose
heart,
and the strategy.
you gotta think about it too though. Soon as somebody get the heart to start doing them things, them big headed people gonna shut all that shit
That's
down.
and that's my
it's
thing.
because-
They are the owners of these platforms.
That's
That
correct.
they allow.
And you got
But
you got to
it's because we don't have any leverage. Like I was saying with getting blackmail on these people, because that's what they do to us. Oh, if I got blackmail on the owner of YouTube, and I can make sure I put this shit out on Twitter, because Twitter don't fuck with YouTube, you think they gonna take me off of YouTube? No, that's how we gotta play this shit, because they ain't playing fair. I ain't playing fair with these niggas.
But I feel like
You know what I'm saying?
that paints a target on you. I feel like that just like that's painting a big target, like blackmailing. I feel like that's just that.
For sure.
Especially in the society that we live in now,
It's a target on them too.
Trying to blackmail. It could be a target on them.
It's a target on them.
But you got to think, right? You're telling YouTube. Oh, you're telling the person who owns YouTube. I got blackmail on you. They got all this money. They got all these connections. They got all these connections. You feel me? So you telling them this? Oh, they definitely got some people in the backdrop that's gonna either come and get you.
And I got some people too. I got some people too. That's what it's about. Oh, you got some people? I'm gonna just take out one of your niggas. I'm gonna let you know I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. Not saying that's what I'm on.
I know what you mean.
That's what the mentality has to be, because they're not playing fair.
But they're never gonna play fair.
Because why do we keep playing fair? Why is there a whole bunch of Martin Luther Kings out here that's not ready to go to violence?
Like he said, it's never gonna be fair. In our case, like it's never gonna be fair, and that's just it sucks. Like he said, like you don't think that will ever be like a change. Like no matter how much you pray for it, no matter how much you sit back and think on it, we've always been oppressed. Like so, I don't even want to get into that conversation, but like always. I just feel like no matter how much you do.
Now I feel like it's more mental oppression than.
Oh no, I feel like they're very out in the open with it. I feel like they're very out in the open with it.
What you mean?
They're very out in the open with it, like with every
with the
single,
racism?
with everything. Like I feel like any and everything can literally be slid by these days. Like no matter what, no matter if I just sat here and I killed this person, right? It's justifiable because in their eyes, okay, hints. All right, boom. Let me pull up a Patterson thing real quick, right? Boom. So there's this street over here, and this is like a real. So this block over here, like nobody, like you won't walk on this block, right? You won't walk on this block. But there was this guy, right? He was a Caucasian guy, right? He was walking outside with a gun. Like I literally have the video on my Instagram. Right? He's walking outside with a gun. And the cops are outside surrounding him. And he was having like, I don't know, an episode with himself. He's walking back and forth in the video. All you see is him walking back and forth in the video with the gun. Just got the gun. So the cops are like, drop it. Right? You see a cop come around the pole. Right? She still don't have her gun out. Right? No one has their gun aimed at this man. This man just still gun down. Like, he just walk around with it by his side. They tell him to drop the gun. He literally aims the gun, right? Did you think anybody opened fire on him? Not one person shot him. Not one person. Instead, somebody
You
tackle
saying
me.
it's a white dude?
Yes.
Alright, we
Okay.
going down a whole.
No, but I'm just saying. Like, that's.
No,
that,
when you say oppression, right? What I get from that? Oh, we can switch this topic.
Yeah, we can switch the topic. We can talk about this off camera.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's a good conversation.
we can talk about this off camera.
This next topic, you know, we talk about the money situation. So, what are some ways, you know, to make money as a young adult?
Right
Oh,
now,
it's a lot of different
I
ways.
think it's
We're gonna
real
keep it
good.
What's the age limit? Like when you say
Young adult, I'm talking about like 18, you know, high school and coming out of high school.
YouTube.
coming
You
out
can
of
make money in the house now. Like,
Yeah, you can make money any kind of way these days.
yeah.
For me, like, if you have like a normal, you know, income, you're working a full-time job, right? I'm saying keep that job, right? Because that's how you get paid consistently, right?
Mm-hmm.
And always, I feel like you should always live within your means, right? Because sometimes I wanted to go above and beyond, and you know what I'm saying, I like nice things, but also it kind of bit me in my ass because I was spending too much money.
Yep.
Let me dial down, right? And what a lot of people don't know is you could tap into DoorDash, you know what I'm saying? You could tap into Uber Eats, you would drive for Uber Eats.
Out
you
here
know
on
what I'm
trying
saying?
to DoorDash, it's very
Yeah,
overrated.
Your own schedule. You know what I'm
Nowadays,
saying?
you
Very.
can play the game in the house and stream, man.
Oh,
You
yes,
know,
that's what I'm saying.
but
It's
if you
so many
but
ways.
but that comes with time though, you know what I'm saying? We talking about realistic in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
that shit is realistic. They getting paid, bro.
No,
Like,
but
if you good enough,
I wouldn't say
it's
streaming.
time though. It takes time though. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about getting paid tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm talking about getting paid next week.
Well, in order for that,
it takes time to do that shit.
in order for that, you need to have a regular job.
That's why I said you keep your regular job. You know what I'm saying? You still getting paid consistently, but pick something else
A little
up.
hobby.
You know, a little hobby.
And-
And make it make sense.
A little
I
hobby.
understand what you're saying about the game, but that takes time because you gotta build up your portfolio. You feel me? You're not gonna get paid tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being realistic. Like, you got bills to pay tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but honestly, like, when you come down to the youth, like,
Mhm.
if you do grow up
Yeah.
in the right household,
Yeah, we not talking
you know
about
what
they
I'm
got.
saying? If you is growing up like in the right household, like 2-parent household, anything you make on the side should be a plus. You know what I'm saying? Like your parents should not dip into what you doing with this, what you doing with that. I mean, it would help. It would make it beneficial if it's like, all right, well, you know, your phone bill. This is how I was brought up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, your phone bill, dude. You know
Yep.
that.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, yeah, my
that
mom
teach
made
you
me my phone bill.
responsibility.
Yeah.
It teach you responsibility.
I ain't paying no real bills, but my phone bill I paid.
Or for the most part, like I ain't really.
But how can they make money though? You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Like,
advice do you have?
It
for them
literally goes back into like you have to have a job. Like yes, there's different ways you can make income, but it has to be if you want the money, like ASAP. Because even if you start a job today, you're not gonna get paid tomorrow. You feel me? So it's all based on how fast you want the money. There's so many different ways that you can make money. But
personally, and for me, like I don't judge anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge what type of job a person has, right? Because
for sure.
you never know what they're going through. You never know how far they can get to that.
Hell no, I don't judge nobody. Look around.
I used to work at a summer job. You know what I'm saying?
Join the military.
You ain't
Going to
join the military, literally.
Going
Talk out here.
Going to local parks, you know, picking up trash. Summer job, right? Boom. After that, I had work behind the counter of a computer shop or whatever. Then I worked at Subway. I'm like, boom, I didn't want to keep dealing with the people. Fast food. After I came from Subway, I'm like, well, I can do better. Got my first real job at UPS. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. UPS.
Yo, UPS pay good.
UPS pays good.
So do
UPS,
FedEx.
FedEx, Amazon.
They pay good.
Get out there and you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And especially around the holidays, they do holiday increases. Like,
But yeah,
tee
like,
up, man.
don't get a job. You know what I'm saying? That's how you start making money.
I feel like a lot of people just don't like having like the criticism behind the job that they get. Me, I don't care. Okay.
Do people really think about that?
Like yes, that's like I remember. So like boom,
I think now kids nowadays.
I had this friend who she was literally down in the dirt, bro. Like she was getting no money. Meanwhile, she was asking me for money or whatever, right? I don't have no problem with helping him, but it's only but so much you can ask me for, because I don't get paid that much, right? So it's only but so much you can ask me for. So I'm like, man, go get a job. Like I don't mean it in a bad way, but like go get a job. Like there's nothing wrong with you. You're not disabled, and even if you can't get a job, they got unemployment these days. You know, and they can that out like candy. So I told her, like, go get a job. She's like, where do I want to work at? McDonald's is hiring. Oh, I'm not working at a life McDonald's.
See, that's the thing.
Like, but why? But why? It's money. Because the way I'm looking at it now, right? I'm in the military. They give us all these good benefits. McDonald's give you the same benefits. They really do. Like, if you look at the way that McDonald's is set up now, McDonald's, Wendy's, and Starbucks give all the same benefits that the military has for the most part. So, like, a lot of people, that's really big to a lot of people that like their jobs. Like, I mean, it's not nothing serious, but yeah.
I would say if you're in high school age, to like right before you about to get out of college, I would say definitely get a job.
Yeah.
And I would say find a product to sell and start on selling your product or start on promoting your product.
Become an entrepreneur.
While you have that job.
Yeah.
Just start building your brand. And people talk about building your brand. All that is doing content based around the concept of your brand, right? And I will insert your product in that.
Yeah.
And I will start building up the page for your product. And by the time you get out of college, your product should be selling. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. I would say get a job, of course.
Or learn something, like learn how to invest, or learn how to get into stocks. Learn how to do something, or educate yourself on something.
The only reason why I want to say stocks, a lot of people say stocks, and I feel like people should invest in themselves before they invest in stocks.
Well, yeah, but I feel like either way.
Because like investing in the stock, to me, is saying I believe in this person. I believe in this company.
But you can invest in a stock that's like big. You can invest in like a stock that's big though. But I'm saying, like, say when you don't have no money, right? You to invest in yourself. Like, what are you investing in yourself? Like, I'm putting money aside for myself, right?
For your business. So,
but I'm saying if they don't have a business, like, what if they don't want to run anything? They don't want to be a CEO.
But also too, they can't just.
Well, they don't have a job for the rest of their life.
If you tell a young adult or a kid, hey, invest in stocks, they're gonna listen to you and they're gonna put their money in it, but they're not really having that knowledge and education.
That's it, but that's why I said educate yourself on it.
So what he's saying if invest time in yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Because when you're
doing that research and you know what I'm saying, making sure it's right instead of just jumping into something because someone told you to invest in stocks or someone told you to invest in Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
But that's like the same thing, telling somebody to invest in themselves, of getting a hobby. Yeah. All right, they get a hobby, but it's their hobby. Nobody.
Well, I wouldn't say hobby. I would say you find a product of you have,
like
or you have an idea,
brand, or
it could be a clothing brand, or something.
Yeah, but see, that's something
that's investing in yourself.
I know that, but with that, like that doesn't build you revenue like right away. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's why I said have a job first, and then as you have a job, you will be working on.
Because like he said, like he had pointed out nails, right? Yeah. I put a lot of money into nails, like a lot. Like, and like we ain't gonna talk about the come up.
What happened with the nails?
Oh no, I'm still doing it. You feel me? But the come up is slow.
Cause it's
the only reason why it's slow.
Community though.
That's what I'm saying.
But the only reason why it's slow is because, like we were talking about earlier, our culture lacks the knowledge of marketing.
Yeah.
Only thing you gotta do only thing you gotta do promote your nails is DM 200 motherfuckers right now and say, hey, I'll send you some nails for free. 200 popular. They gotta have 50,000 or over, right? You DM 100, 200, 300 motherfuckers. 2, 3, 4, 5 of them gonna wear them. You take that picture, you post it on your Instagram, you promote that Instagram post, and your nails gonna start selling.
I never think about it like that, but it's 2024, so that might be one of my goals.
No, that's marketing right there.
But no, I know like a lot of people do fail in marketing in our generation, but
I think I don't mean to cut you.
No, you good.
But I think not only do people fail in marketing, I think they're scared.
But not only that, but they're not taught that.
I think they're scared. Like, I'm in the rapper community because I do a lot of music videos, right? And I be having rappers in my music videos, not my music videos, but the music videos I shoot for them, and they'll have 20 bands to their head, 10 bands to their head. I'm like, why don't you do some promotion? And they like, I don't know, I'm gonna get it out the mud, I'm gonna do it organic. What the fuck does organic mean? You know what I'm saying? I think what they're scared of is the perception of paying for promotion.
But that's like that whole thing that Instagram got now, that little boosting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they don't want. They not educating themselves to actually take that.
They feel like it'd be corny to boost their posts.
But I feel like
it's Instagram. It's Instagram though, so that's legit.
No, but it's not only just Instagram. It's
a lot of places. TikTok,
the whole world. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
That's legit though.
They're
That's
scared to put themselves out there.
And if you want to be a rapper, obviously you got to get heard. So why not pay for this?
See, but I feel like it's people who are trying to like put their music out. I feel like they do that though. Like I feel like they like
no, they don't.
You don't think so?
No, if they want to be heard,
I deal with rappers day in and day out. They're just now starting to. But these rappers don't put no money into their promotion. They want to get it organic.
I used to be a music artist too.
And they want to go to the club and spend
I did so much for myself.
Like I know people who promote themselves or like put like I feel like
they're doing it, but they're not getting any motion.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's where the drawback is.
They're just putting it out and hoping that someone. No, that's not how it works. You could put out. If you're clouding up your page with just music, that's you're not doing nothing with your career.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you're fucking flooding your followers page, and what's gonna happen? They gonna fucking unfollow you because you're doing too much. You gotta build a fucking you gotta have a plan behind what you're doing. And I'm not trying to knock any music artists out there.
I'm trying to knock y'all niggas. Y'all need to have a plan and stop thinking you just keep putting out shit and it's just gonna blow up. That's not how. That's like you playing the lottery. What real man plays the lottery? Real men go up. Real men get up and invest in themselves and keep investing in themselves until some shit happens.
I'm gonna play the lottery
in the right way.
I don't know. I'm gonna play the lottery until
I said what real man? You know what I'm saying?
I had to quit off man, dude. Though I ain't gonna hold you.
But I'm saying like that. A lot of men do. Dude, y'all heard about that guy who just did a parlay and he won like $9.8 million.
That's cool.
But he about to invest in himself. He got money to do it.
But I don't respect that. Like you ever go to the 7-Eleven and his niggas on the side playing a little game in the 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, get a life. Like,
I feel like they have like a puppet master. This was some people like they're like this. They just alright, I'm gonna get up. Alright, I'm gonna go to work. Alright, I'm gonna go back home. Alright, I'm gonna do this. That's not how you should live life.
So you think you should live by like a routine?
If you have a plan for yourself.
That's what I think. I think you just need to have a plan, and as long as you're making some kind of progress every day towards that plan or that goal, like I feel like you cool. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all, you know what I'm saying? We all got to live up to a certain standard, especially coming from our parents or what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like you always want to be, you got to be like that person. Like, all right, shit, I'm doing something with myself. You know what I'm saying? So.
I agree.
This last topic, getting out of a lazy mind state. And that's on a personal standpoint.
I was just about to make a video about this today.
Yeah.
Literally, I was just about to make content about this.
It's hard.
Topic.
It's hard, and you see
It
a lot. Hard. You see a lot once you're actually in that lazy
It is
mind
hard.
state.
And not gonna lie.
Who won?
Since he's finna make this video today, he can get up in there.
I'm gonna start this off, okay? So my video that I was gonna make today was about never telling yourself that you can't, but rather telling yourself that you can't yet, right? So I don't believe anything is impossible. So what I was taking it from the mindset of all of our abilities are like muscles, right? if you the reason why you aren't able to do something yet, or you feel like you can't, is because you just haven't trained that muscle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the practical thing I was gonna give to people was, say you're trying to get a bigger chest or bigger arms, right? Yeah. But in your head, you know, like, I want to go to the gym, but if I go to the gym, I gotta be there for an hour, right? And I know that I don't want to be there for an hour. So the practical advice would say, hey, instead of committed to being there for an hour, commit to being there for 10 minutes.
Oh, so
build your way up.
Build your way up.
Yeah.
Commit, say, I'm going to just do arms. I'm going to go to the gym and just do arms.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes. Then the next day you say, I'm going to be in there for 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? And then the next day you say, I'm going to be in there for 20 minutes. Once you get in the groove of things.
Of going,
When you get in the groove of going, it becomes routine, it becomes natural.
Yeah. Consistent.
That's what I would say to people that are lazy. Yeah. I would say, you know, if you want, like, instead of, like, say you haven't filled out applications for a job in a while, right? Instead of you putting on your mind that I gotta fill out 10 applications today, fill out 1.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, fill out 2. That's how you build discipline.
Yep.
Like when I first did the fruit fast, it wasn't like, or when I did the fruit fast, I was able to do it because I had built up discipline in my past. Yeah. I was a little nigga in my neighborhood that was going around with the lawnmower, you know, cutting everybody grass in the hot summer with the sun beating on my head. You know what I'm saying? I got that discipline when I was younger. My dad made me go knock on doors and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's where the discipline came from. It was all training. So that's what I would say. I would say just step by step. And then once time go past, you won't even realize how far you came. Like I started getting in the gym probably like 2 years ago. And I just started doing 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day. The next time I went and had a listening session, the nigga was like, what the fuck you been doing? I just been doing pull-ups and push-ups. I got big as fuck, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people want to come to the gym.
Do a whole bunch of shit. And that you don't need all of that.
I'm sorry, I was just telling you.
A little bit a day. Do one application. Do 5 minutes in the gym. Say, I'm going to do 5 minutes today. Yeah. Say, I'm gonna go in the gym, I'm going to just walk on the treadmill today.
Shit, I'm gonna just walk into the gym.
I'm gonna just walk into the gym.
Yeah, that part.
Exactly.
I'm gonna sign in and sign that.
I'm gonna play basketball in the gym. This is something I like to do.
Facts, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say for ladies.
I agree. That was a good time. I like that one. I like that.
Getting out of a lazy mind, I feel like it just like kind of slap you on the face. You know what I'm saying? Like when you wake up that morning, if you just you ain't used to sitting down every day and all day, and then you wake up that morning and you laying in that bed for hours, something just kind of walk across your face and just wake you up like, yo, what the fuck? Like you been laying here too long. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we all kind of got that in us, but I don't. You know, I can't say everybody do, but yeah, for me, I know.
I definitely got it in me.
For me, I got it in me, yeah.
Like,
I'm on leave right now.
Now I'm on leave.
I'm laying down in the bed. He called me. He like, what you sleep? I'm like, yeah, I'm laying down. Like, I'm getting all my rest, but.
I get down.
And I was talking to my homie. He was like, bro, you're always at work. Like, you need to use this time
to rest.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of.
Take that seriously.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I still get that feeling that's in me, like, like, yo, what is you doing? Like, get your ass up, let's go. It's time to clean the house. It's time to jump in the shower, brush your teeth. It's time to get this day started. Like, I get that in me, and I think it was a big part of it was because of like my upbringing, like my dad being in my life and shit like that, making me like he was saying, like he made me go to work. He's like, motherfucker, you want this game? You gonna come to work for the weekend. Yeah. Like, I'm working 2-3 days the whole weekend. Boom. Now I got $100 in my pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you built that.
Yeah.
That was easy to you. You can just, you know what I'm saying, get
exactly. So a lot of it do come with discipline, self-discipline. That's a big thing, like, that you're gonna need to get out of that lazy mindset. Like, cause you sit there for too long, you be like, man, fuck it, I give up on everything, you know what I'm saying?
They say it's like 14 days to make a habit and like 1 day to break it or some shit like that. Isn't that like the saying?
I thought it was 30 days, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. Some amount of days. It ain't one day.
I don't believe that either. I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah. For me, like, so when I was younger, I'm gonna go back to when I was younger, right? I always used to hear, "Yo, sleep is for the weak, man. Why y'all?" As I got older, I'm like, bro, like, you can't wear your body out.
Yeah.
You wear your body out, you're not gonna perform the way that
you need to.
Not even you. Yeah, that you need to. Right. Get some rest. Take that battery out your back, charge it, wake up in the morning, keep going, right? You're gonna feel 10 times better, right? For me, like, I always been like on the go, always on the go. But when I do get into that lazy mindset, I'm like, man, my body starts to feel different. I don't cook, I get fast food. You know what happens when you eat too much fast food, right? You start feeling all types of ways. And then your mood change, you don't want to talk to nobody, you know what I'm saying? You just doing all types of things. So I kind of just like, nah, I can't, I have to prevent myself from going in that hole, you know what I'm saying? Let me find something that's going to keep me going, right? I'm working on these goals, I'm trying to, check all these boxes so I could, you know what I'm saying, see all these major improvements in my life. So definitely I feel like if you in that lazy mindset, just ask yourself, where do you want to be the next 5-10 years from now, right? You know what I'm saying? We're all gonna have our days where we feel like you said, we just don't want to do shit, and that's cool. But don't make it a habit, right? You know what I'm saying? And all that, sleep is for the weak. I don't get tired. You get tired. You know what I'm saying? But you're forcing your body to keep, moving, keep moving. Listen. Take that battery out your back, put it on a charger, wake up in the morning, and go again because you'll feel 10 times better. That's all I got.
Getting out of a lazy mindset. Honestly, like you said, you gotta set a routine for yourself. Set a routine and then just stick to it to discipline yourself. And it's not gonna be overnight. Like, you're gonna have days that you mess up, and you just gotta be consistent with it. And that's something I'm learning myself because honestly, like, when I'm off work, but I got a lot. You feel me? Like, I be doing a lot, so I be tired. But yeah, I just feel like just discipline yourself. That's it. So that's something everybody needs to learn though.
So for me,
2024 goal.
Me too. Another thing is, like, I used to go off like, when I did have jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you working 5 days out the week, and then you got your 2 days off to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's accumulating that 40 hours of work you put in, and then you got 48 hours off of work. So I'll be going off of that too. Like, all right, shit, I can chill for a couple days or whatever. Like, it still feel like a regular job. But yeah, that should just be waking me up. Like, all right, you got that dog in you, let's go.
I feel like if it's something that you want to get into, like they'll tell you, a lot of people who are disciplined in what they do, that you have to put in the man hours to get what you want out of something. Right. So, like
before I joined the Navy, I was probably working three jobs.
Oh, I worked 3 when I got here.
Yeah, I was working at FedEx. I was working at goddamn and I was doing security. Like, I was working at 3 jobs where I ain't have no time on. But, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, sorry, the camera about to die. I'm gonna lead the prayer off today.
Okay.
Yeah, bow your heads, please.
Yes.
Father God, thank you for allowing us to all come together. I thank you for allowing us to be able to get through the long, hard-working week. And I ask that you allow us to keep progressing. I ask that you allow us to keep being better people and wanting to improve in our lives. I ask that you keep all the demons away from us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Keep the demons away.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Conversation with the Culture podcast, #1 podcast in 757. I gotta speak it into existence. I'm your host, Prince Clay.
It's Jack.
It's Ra.
Our special guest,
Young Stelo, the smoothest nigga alive, the new Denzel, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thank y'all for tuning in.